If you already know what sag is, feel free to hit that forward 10 seconds button until I'm done explaining this. If you don't know what sag is, it is how much your fork or your shock compresses with your body weight with all your gear on. And usually setting sag is one of the first steps you do when you get a new mountain bike, and I guess even gravel bikes now. And it's just a way to gauge how the bike will perform without riding it. In my opinion, the best way to set up suspension is to go with the number on the back side of your fork, ride that for a month, and then decide from there. Alright, let's get started. The two tools you'll need for this job is a tape measure and a shock pump. A regular bicycle pump won't work because it can't go high enough in pressure. Before you start, check the tag on the back side of your fork for weight pressure requirements. If you don't have one, you can take your weight in pounds and divide it by 2. Start by compressing your fork 5 or 6 times to equalize the pressure in the chamber. Then slide your O-ring all the way down to the bottom of your stanchion. If you don't have an O-ring, you can use a zip tie or a piece of string. Then get next to something sturdy like a wall, fence, or garage door, and assume your normal riding position. Then slowly sit down and let the weight come off your fork. Then grab a tape measure and measure the distance between the bottom of your stanchion and the O-ring. If you have less than 140 millimeters of travel, 10 to 20% sag will be a nice starting point. But if you have more than 140 millimeters of travel, 20 to 30% is a great place to start. To adjust sag, remove the air cap from your fork and tighten on the air hose of your shock pump. For less sag, add air. For more sag, release air. Then remove your shock pump and restart the sag setting process. Now, setting sag is not a foolproof process. I started with about 30% sag, but then rode it for a month and changed it to about 14% sag. If you are going to be hitting some big jumps and lots of tall drops, less sag will be your friend to avoid bottoming out. But if you're mostly just in technical stuff and you're not hitting big jumps very often, less sag will really decrease that trail chatter. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.